Hello and welcome back to the ministry. This is Taj McCameron, and today we're talking about should you or should you not wear a ring? Ooh, several years ago, I was looking at a video on YouTube. It was a married couple that had just gotten married. Now, they were a married couple that kind of operated in the not vow poverty or what have you, but they lived in the simple-mindedness of we're supposed to live simple, we're supposed to not have this, we're supposed to, which actually is not what the Bible says, to be honest with you. But in that, they were living in that belief system, and in living in that belief system, they also had the decision to, we don't want to wear rings. So they made the choice to not wear rings. And this became a question. Should you or should you not wear a ring when you get married? I hear about 50,000 women right now having a heart attack because if they didn't have the opportunity to wear a ring, that means that man ain't got to pay out the wazoo for a $10,000 ring for them to show off to their friends. Look at what I got at that ring. All them gems and them stones. Look at the stones. Look at the stones. Because it takes that away. And the fact that, think about it. When you get married, what happens? You get the engagement ring, which is a beautiful, large rock stone, whatever it is that the guy gets you for your engagement. Then, when you get married, he changes that ring out and gives you 2 more rings, meaning the wedding band, and it's a snap-in band that is like the engagement ring and wedding ring put together. So you can end up with a total of 3 rings. The engagement ring and the 2 rings that are given on the day of the wedding, because if they're snap-in rings, it needs to be a completely different set than the one that you had individually, unless the man gave you a ring that came from a set and he was just snapping the secondary ring onto it. There are rings that are 3-band rings for women. We've seen all kinds of rings, smothered in diamonds, smothered in all of these types of things, highly ornate gemstones, some that have such a stand on them, all of these things. All of this is gorgeous. But is it necessary? Now, from what place are you operating when you think of the necessity of having a ring? Are you operating in pride? Well, I need to have a ring and he need to wear a ring because they gotta know that we married, because I don't need nobody coming after my man and such, and God done gave me this man and dee. Is that pride or is that from God? Because if you're married, the spirit upon the 2 of you will tell people. Most people can see from the way the 2 of you interact whether you're married or not. Either you're married or you're dating. But if there's a love between the 2 of you, it's spiritually there. Now, catch that. I remember years ago, I was watching an episode of The Real, and Tamira, was it Tamira? No, it was Tia. Yeah, it was Tamira Mowry. Tamira Mowry was on The Real, and she said that she had been married for I don't know how long at that point, maybe 2 or 3 years, and she was newly married. She had went to the club with her friends, enjoying a night out without her husband, and these men were trying to holler at her, and she saw them, and she was rejecting the drinks that they were sending in her direction, and she was saying she would give them the hand. I'm married. Stay away from, I'm not available. That ain't stopping. They ain't stopping, not one for one moment, not one bit. That wedding ring did not deter not no near person from flirting or not. Some people believe that if you're wearing the ring, it actually causes more men to try it. It's just that element where they almost feel like, I'ma just see for certain if it's that strong between these two people. So, with that being said, do you feel that it's a necessity to wear a wedding ring? Now, for the honor of what a wedding ring represents, it's a circular ring, which is the wedding band, that represents, as it is put on your finger, it is meant to be literally put on the middle finger. Everybody puts it on the ring finger, not the middle finger, but the middle finger is the one that's connected to the blood vessel that goes all the way straight to the heart. And they put it on the left hand because that's the side connected to the heart. So because of that, that is why the ring goes on that hand. And the circle is a circle that is not meant to easily be broken. For what two put together, for what God has put together, let no man put asunder. And the circle represents, what is it? It's almost like the infinity symbol, never ending. It's like it's never ending form of connection and covenant. It's a relationship of covenant. That's what the ring represents. Now, some may say that, are we using this ring as a idol? But is that the same case with our crosses? Is that the same case? Because those people that believe in other realms like gemstones and all that kind of stuff, they are putting more of their belief and their energy into the stones than they are the actual God. So are you worshiping your ring, your cross, your all this kind of thing? Are you putting that before God? Are you putting your marriage before God? I recently was just talking about that in a previous video. Are you making your marriage a idol? Meaning, are you showing off? Oh, I'm married. Let me tell you something. One of the young women that I follow, she made the point of saying this recently. And in it, she said, actually, when you get married, you should be protecting your marriage. And protection means zip your lip. Don't be out here telling everybody, oh, I'm married. Look at my ring. I got the ring. Act normal. Because guess what? The more you put emphasis on the ring, I got the ring. Guess what the enemy going to do? Oh, you got married? Guess what? Who her spouse? She got married. Can we throw a grenade in there? But if don't nobody know, if I'm looking at you and you looking at me and I got married, ain't nobody know? Do y'all know? Guess what? The enemy ain't sure either. Did they? Did she meet him? Did they get married? Is marriage involved in this situation? I need more information. The less people know, the less their mouths talk. If you recall, in our marriage word, I went on and talked about how when they were going through problems, the governmental people were after them, their parents, their friends, their associates, the father figure, everybody was against their relationship. It's like, I don't think y'all should be together. Everybody and their mama gonna be all up in your business. Maybe you should keep it quiet. So should you or should you wear a ring? If it means like, I'm gonna keep it quiet. The one thing I have to say, I'm gonna give Christina Aguilera some props for this. And it wasn't even her, it was the man that she married, her first husband. I don't know how many times she's been married now. But her very first husband did something that I implore, and this is actually good. What he did was he bought her a ring that was custom made, that the stone in the center of it unsnapped and turned downwards, that it literally fit in the center of the ring, meaning the ring of the band, and snapped into it. And when it snapped into that, she could put it on like it was a pendant, because the part where the stone would have sat inside was the anchor piece to go on a chain, that she could wear it as a necklace and wouldn't nobody know that it was an engagement ring. I don't think anybody knew she got married until she got married, because she always used to wear her engagement ring as a necklace. So is it necessary to have a ring? I was thinking about something that may even be a different kind of alternative. What if you didn't wear rings? Oh my God, what if you don't wear what? You're Christians. Why not just wear crosses? Why not just wear ordained crosses? You get crosses across with his birthstones. He gets across with your birthstones. You exchange crosses with birthstones. They wear the cross all the time. Ain't nobody gonna question that. If the color, and if it matches half the stuff that they wearing, well, ain't nobody gonna question that. Nobody questions a cross. But everybody gonna be in your business if they see y'all with rings on, aren't they? Just a thought. Maybe something different to think about. So is it a necessity to wear a ring? Should you have a dependence on it? If you should forget, are you freaking out because you're not wearing it? I remember years ago, and everybody probably remembers this episode. Ever remember that episode of Martin where he thought he needed to show that he had his guyness about him, and he took his wedding band off at the gym and dropped it in the bag, but his wife found it, and then she dropped it down the drain. So she freaking out because she done dropped his ring, and he freaking out because he don't know where to ring it. How much emphasis are we really putting on these rings? And is it that important? Is it? Are we putting more emphasis on the ring than the marriage? Because people will be married for 30 years, cheating the whole time, wearing their rings. Or are you putting more emphasis on your marriage? What's more important? Your ring or your marriage? The energy you're putting into your marriage or your ring? What's more important? Think about that. Are you operating in a state of insecurity? Are you in so low self-esteem, low self-worth, and you need to deal with that? A ring is a simple piece of jewelry. It should never mean more than the commitment between the two of you. It should never be just about the ring. So with that being said, food for thought. Until next time, this is Taj McCameron for the ministry. Bye-bye.